What's up, everybody? It's Luxury on Demand, and let's talk about how to build wealth from nothing the easy way. In the next 10 minutes, you will witness the exact strategies that successful people use to gain wealth. And no, we are not selling a course or asking you to attend a webinar. We lay it all out for you. Free. Ready? Let's go. Billionaires think differently about money. They see it as a tool to build more wealth, and that's a mindset we can all benefit from. One of the key takeaways we're going to uncover today is the power of diversification. Billionaires, they don't put all their eggs in one basket. They spread their investments across different asset classes to minimize risk and maximize returns. So, stick around, and let's unlock the secrets to building a billionaire mindset, one investment at a time. All right, let's kick things off with the cornerstone of any solid investment portfolio: stocks. Now, I'm not talking about trying to get rich quick with some meme stock. That's a gamble, not an investment. We're talking about building long-term wealth by owning pieces of well-established companies, the ones that have stood the test of time and have a proven track record of growth. Think of it like owning a tiny piece of a giant money-making machine. Billionaires understand this, and they're not afraid to put their money where their mouth is. They see the potential for stocks to generate significant returns over time, and they're willing to ride out the market's ups and downs. But here's the thing, they don't just throw their money at any stock. They do their research, they analyze market trends, and they invest in companies they believe in. So, if you're serious about building wealth, you gotta have some skin in the game. Start by learning the basics of stock investing. And remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Let's talk about real estate, baby. I'm talking about apartment complexes, commercial buildings, even those sprawling mansions you see on MTV Cribs. Now, I know what you're thinking. I can barely afford my rent, let alone a down payment on a skyscraper. And you know what? You're right. But that doesn't mean real estate is off limits. Billionaires love real estate, and for good reason. It's a tangible asset, it can generate passive income, and it tends to appreciate in value over time. Plus, there are tax advantages, but you'll want to talk to your CPA about those. There are ways to get started with real estate investing, even if you're not rolling in dough. You could start small with a rental property, or explore crowdfunding platforms that allow you to invest in larger projects with a smaller amount of capital. Remember, real estate is a long-term game, just like stocks. But with the right strategy and a little bit of patience, it can be a powerful wealth-building tool. All right, let's dive into the world of private equity and venture capital, where billionaires really flex their financial muscles. Now, this is not your typical stock market investing. We're talking about investing directly in private companies, the ones that aren't publicly traded on the stock exchange. Think of it like this. You're basically backing the next Google or Amazon before they become household names. You're providing capital to help these companies grow and expand. And in return, you have the potential to reap massive rewards if they succeed. Of course, it's not without risks. Private equity and venture capital investments are illiquid, meaning it's harder to cash out your investment quickly. But the potential for outsized returns is what attracts billionaires to this asset class. Now, I'm not saying you need to be a billionaire to get involved in private equity or venture capital, but it's important to understand the risks and do your due diligence before investing. Chapter 4. Let's face it, not everyone wants to spend their days poring over stock charts and analyzing financial statements. And you know what? That's totally fine. There's a much simpler way to invest in the stock market, and it's a favorite among billionaires, index funds, and ETFs. Think of these as baskets of stocks that track a specific market index, like the S&P 500. When you invest in an index fund or ETF, you're essentially buying a tiny piece of all the companies in that index. This is a great way to diversify your portfolio and reduce risk because you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. Plus, index funds and ETFs typically have lower fees compared to actively managed mutual funds. Billionaires love index funds and ETFs because they're a simple, low-cost way to get exposure to the stock market without having to pick individual stocks. Chapter 5. All right, let's talk about the ultimate form of investing, owning your own business. Now, this isn't for the faint of heart. It takes hard work, dedication, and a whole lot of hustle. but the potential rewards are limitless. Billionaires, they're often entrepreneurs at heart. They see problems as opportunities, and they're not afraid to take risks to build something great. They understand that owning a business gives you control over your financial destiny. Now, I'm not saying you need to quit your job tomorrow and start a tech company, but if you've got an entrepreneurial spirit, there are countless ways to start a business, even if it's just a side hustle to begin with. Remember, building a successful business takes time, effort, and a whole lot of learning along the way. But if you're willing to put in the work, the sky's the limit. Chapter 6. Let's face it, the world is a big place, and there are investment opportunities all over the globe. Billionaires understand this, and they're not afraid to venture beyond their home countries to find them. International investments can be a great way to diversify your portfolio and potentially enhance your returns. You're essentially tapping into the growth potential of different economies and markets around the world. Now, investing internationally can seem daunting, but it doesn't have to be. You can invest in international stocks, bonds, and even real estate through various investment vehicles. Just remember to do your research, understand the risks, and consider consulting with a financial advisor who specializes in international investments. Chapter 7. Commodities, the glitter and gold of diversification. Let's talk about commodities, those raw materials that are the building blocks of the global economy. We're talking about everything from gold and silver to oil and natural gas. Now, commodities can be a bit volatile, but they can also be a valuable part of a diversified portfolio. Billionaires often invest in commodities as a hedge against inflation, as their prices tend to rise when the cost of living goes up. Gold, for example, has long been considered a safe haven asset, something that holds its value during times of economic uncertainty. Now, you don't need to go out and buy a gold bar to invest in commodities. You can invest in commodity ETFs or mutual funds, which track the prices of various commodities. Chapter 8. Technology and innovation, riding the wave of the future. We live in an age of unprecedented technological advancement, and billionaires are at the forefront of this revolution. They understand that investing in technology and innovation is not just about chasing the next big thing, it's about shaping the future. From artificial intelligence to renewable energy, the possibilities are endless, and the potential for returns is massive. Now, investing in technology can be risky. Not every startup becomes the next Google or Amazon. But by diversifying your investments across a range of promising technologies, you can increase your chances of hitting it big. Consider investing in tech-focused ETFs or mutual funds, or explore venture capital opportunities if you're feeling adventurous. Chapter 9. Bonds, the steady eddy of your portfolio. Alright, let's shift gears and talk about bonds, the more conservative cousin of stocks. Now, bonds might not have the same flash and excitement as tech startups or real estate empires, but they play a crucial role in a well-balanced portfolio. Think of bonds as loans that you make to governments or corporations. In return, they promise to pay you back the principal plus interest over a set period of time. Billionaires understand the importance of having a diversified portfolio, and bonds provide that stability and balance. They're less volatile than stocks, making them a good option for preserving capital and generating income. Now, bond yields might not be as high as stock returns, but they offer a level of predictability and security that's hard to beat. Chapter 10. Alternative investments. Thinking outside the traditional box. Alright, let's step outside the traditional investment box and explore the world of alternative investments. We're talking about everything from art and collectibles to cryptocurrencies and hedge funds. Now, alternative investments can be a bit more complex and illiquid than traditional assets, but they can also offer the potential for high returns and diversification benefits. Billionaires often use alternative investments to hedge against inflation, diversify their portfolios, and potentially access unique investment opportunities. Now, I'm not saying you need to go out and buy a Picasso or a Bored Ape NFT, but it's worth exploring different alternative investment options that align with your risk tolerance and financial goals. Just remember to do your research, understand the risks involved, And consider consulting with a financial advisor who specializes in alternative investments. Invest like a billionaire. Start building your empire today. So there you have it, 10 ways to invest like a billionaire. The easy way. Remember, building wealth isn't about luck or hitting the lottery. It's about having a strategic mindset, diversifying your investments, and making smart decisions over the long term. Don't be afraid to start small and gradually build your portfolio over time. Every dollar you invest is a brick in your financial empire. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more wealth building tips, and let me know in the comments below which investment strategy you're most excited to try. Until next time, keep crushing it.